sijui iekele kwa sink uioshe, toa hiyo kitu hapo penye umeiweka, ni nini hiyo jamaa anaendesha hapa mbele yangu. So those are some of the crazy lines you people be telling the people with Suzuki Altos. However, I am here to tell you why the Suzuki Alto is such a good deal. Anyway, now again I start the video. I mostly start the videos with a lot of story, but this one I will start with the price. This vehicle is selling for 650,000, and I think that is quite a bargain. It is an inline 3 660cc Suzuki Alto. I believe it is an absolutely beautiful vehicle. Ndio hiyo inaendelea hapo kuonyeshwa. My name is Ndovu, the man from the mountain, Michael Ongeshi. This is the Car Planet Motor Magazine, and I will be the one turning another page with you for this Suzuki Alto. This is my review of the Suzuki Alto. This is the driver's column of the Suzuki Alto, and it is so funny because kuja nikuonyeshe hapa chini something funny. You can literally see everything that you're doing with the steering, and I find that absolutely. Look at that. Look at him move. Even the pedals, everything is just visible. But that notwithstanding, it is a rather easy to use steering wheel, and that is very expected. This is a very light vehicle. And here's another thing I have not seen in a vehicle in quite a while, actually. The last time I think I saw it was in a Pro Box somewhere, but look at this. Look at this good old swing down and up and down and up. It is an absolutely beautiful car. It has some white complements behind that black finish, and the driver's side is spacious enough. Of course, unaweza peleka kiti mbele ama nyuma however you want. You're not getting any gimmicks here and there. That is expected. I love the color. I love the color of the chair, the white complemented with the black on the rear, and that goes all the way. There's some cup holders up nyuma. These are for your passengers up nyuma. I'll show you in a minute. Kuna hizi za the passenger wa hapa mbele. Of course, you can put your phone here. Uko na air conditioning, and the controls ziko hapa. That is the gear selector. You also have a 12-volt socket apparently. Right here is your 12-volt socket. They have tried to put everything where you need, and there's also some more storage up. You also have some more storage right here, where you have your things, your air vents. Of course, this white complement. It also has an airbag. I'll talk about that in a few. The white still complements very nicely behind that black. This is your speedometer. Very nice. You have your visor hapa, haina kio. But of course, unaweza weka license hapa and you'll be good. There's your rear view mirror with a light, of course, iko hapo. Unaweza weka door, unaweza weka off. The passenger also doesn't get a mirror because mbona apate mirror na hata driver hajapata mirror. The space here is something to write home about, actually, considering that this is a fairly small car. You also have some more storage upon this side, but the ECG, I don't know what you would fit here. Maybe you can fit a book or something, but this is fairly small. Of course, again, that is expected. This is plastic. This is not cloth or anything. Nobody is surprised. Of course, even your passenger still gets this thing. Wow. And your speaker down there, very nice, actually. Your steering wheel is I'd call it simplistic. Yes, I would absolutely call it simplistic. There's not much going on. Even the logo, the Suzuki logo, is not in chrome. It is in black. They are very minimalistic about this car, and of course, you have your other airbag. So getting in, this is the rear. This is the rear of the Suzuki Alto. Watch out for your head. It's not actually that tall. That is nothing unexpected again. So this is the door. No gimmicks, no extras, no nothing. This is plastic. There's no piece of cloth. Again, that is something very expected. This is your coin box right here. Of course, your door latch in black plastic. Some speaker hapo, and that is everything to do with the door. You notice very well he haina that thing. I don't know what it's called when it's manual, but it doesn't have the button to lower the window, because this window apparently for this specific unit does not lower. Other units do lower though. So this is the interior. Karibia one. The seat is actually nice. I'd say it is rather stiff though. is rather stiff. I think when you go over bumps or some rough road, you will feel some effects of it. But it is a very nice place to be sitting with this white complement ambayo bado iko nyuma. Oh, I thought this was black. This is actually gray. There's some very nice gray, on some white rear. Everything is plastic. We have a lot of plastic. Of course, it is very expected. And if you are tall, by the way, you will have quite an issue. Tabidi, maybe I don't know, kama utaka something like this so that you can, you can fit two people right here in the rear. If you were to fit three people, let's see, maybe you can fit a third one, or kama sukumana sana, but I advise actually you fit two people. It should do two people, unless you're slim like me. Actually, if we are like me, we can fit three of us. You have some cup holders upper, the ones I was talking about for your rear passenger. The space is spacing. I would say you don't have much clearance from your head, but when it comes to your feet, on the other hand, you do have quite some space. Though I reckon if you're still tall, mtasumbuana na hii kitu kidogo. I am actually impressed. I am actually impressed. This is a very nice car. When you sit here, okay, when you sit here, kidogo, let me. When you sit here, this is the view from the windscreen, so you get to see plenty much of what the driver is doing from this rear. Kama huyu ni jamaa Uber ameamua kukidnap, unaweza ona tu venye anaenda, and I think that is very good for safety. This is how you view the outside when you're inside, and my cameraman amechoka, ndo huyo ameenda, so so this is how you view from this side, and hii haifunguki. So if you buy this for Uber, I reckon itabidi uashie these passengers air conditioning, and you might not really want to do that. Oh, I locked myself inside. Kona child lock, I just locked myself inside. Oh, inafunguka. Sasa tuende hapa nyuma. This is the boot. Ndio hii boot ya Suzuki Alto. Kuja uangalie. It is not very spacious actually, but that is something very expected. It is a fairly small car. You have your good old spare tire. I said there's nothing I love more than a spare tire. Ndio hii your good old spare tire. Uko na spanner zako hapo, so everything is good. And then there's this extremely long carpet, so that ukifoldi huku nyuma, so get some more carpet. Now you have enough storage kubeba like Al Karanja say, some cabbages. Unaweza beba gunia kadhaa hapa. Mostly this vehicle, I would reckon it used to carry, it is more for carrying goods rather than people. That is why the rear windows do not open. So this one will do better commercially. Unaweza beba mayai ya kuku, unaweza beba kuku hapa ndani, unaweza beba makaa kama hakuna shida na Kenya Police, but that would be plenty okay. So that is in order. The rear of the Suzuki Alto, and I am not lying, it actually says Alto right there, 200 kilograms ndo inasema. So these are your brake lights hapa nyuma. You've got the Suzuki logo, of course, in chrome. You have the latch in plastic. Of course, you expect that to be in plastic. Your reverse lights iko hapa, your parking lights iko hapo, of course, and some reflectors. There's not much going on. The clearance is as is. You will take it or leave it venye unataka. Your exhaust pipe iko hapo, and of course you have some mud flaps, some make-believe mud flaps ndogo ndogo to complement the rear. And the rear is overall, it's not bad. It's a bit boxy. I do like the shape actually, how it looks. So we say it's not very bad. I would give it a go. On the side, so this is the side. It's a bit okay. The rims are actually, the wheels are actually 13. Though for some reasons I would have shown they were way smaller than 13, but they are actually 13 inches. You have your plastic door latch again, that is very expected. Of course, you have this thing by the name of fuel filler. Say it after me, fuel filler. See ile kitu ya kuweka mafuta. So you have your fuel filler right there. The place is fairly plain. You have your windbreaker that says Alto hapo. I do love that compliment venye inakaa. Very nice. Of course, another plastic door latch, and of course your side mirror looking all agricultural and black in plastic. very plastic. It's not that big considering this is not a fairly big vehicle. You've got your indicators hapo, a bit smaller. Against the ones ambazo uko hapa, these ones have opted for the ones on the side. And the front also looks nice. I love this design pack, I would call it. It's rather nice. Of course, you are 13. I'm still not sure that is 13, but you have your 13 13 inches tire together with that metallic rim with that Suzuki. That is metallic. That Suzuki logo right there in the middle. Very nice. That is in order. So this is the front. This is the front, and I think the front is. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about this front? Because I do have some reservation. There's this. I think these are hexagonal. These are These are some very funny shaped headlights. The shape is calling. If there were any other shape though, it would not be as good looking as it is. So of course you have your headlights hapo, kila kitu iko hapo. Your indicators, your what have you. You have your recovery point hapo chini. Everything is in white. You have a small grill, as small as the radiator of this vehicle, because you notice hii radiator by the way is not as big actually. So kaka kaki overheat, unaweza chukua radiator uweke kwa sink. Funny joke. So that is fairly the front, and where of course you put your number plate. It is plainly black, and I love it for that. It will not be nice actually if the bumper, because all this is the bumper, all this is just bumper. So if the bumper was in any other color against the vehicle color, that would be very ugly. But I like that they have put it in one tone, and that is beautiful. You have your Suzuki logo in chrome apple, buying some plastic. That still remains very nice. So that is the front at a glance. This is what you see coming on to you. There's where your sprinklers water shoots out, and of course you have two wipers. You have two wipers on the windscreen. Yes, so that is the front. So this is the key. This is the key of the Suzuki Alto. Ndo hii hapa. You get two keys for this specific unit. Moja is just plain key. The other one iko na button. Hii ni ya ku lock na ku unlock, and of course your Suzuki logo right here in the rear. In a different name, it is called the Mazda Carol. You can see the Mazda logo right there. Akani kingine ka red, same body, same everything. They share an engine. They're more or less the same actually. It's literally the same car. Ndio hiyo hapo nyuma, Mazda Carol. You can see this is the boot. Naona space pia iko vile vile. This is the front. Ndio mbele yake. Same tone, same black. I mean black on some black on gray. Same steering wheel. At least this steering wheel is a bit more, you know, merembesho kidogo. Unlike the other one, a Suzuki Alto, that is rather plain. The whites are also whiting, very white actually, very nice. This one also has automatic window. One window is automatic and the other ones can move. Hapa nyuma it is rather spacious, alafu unaona hata iko na kitu ya kuweka safety belt hapa katikati. The other one did not. This seat is rather wider and a bit lower. If you sit hapa ndani, wacha niketi hapa ndani. It's rather nice. These are the wheel cups. Na hii pia inafunguka na button. Very nice. This is the engine. At the heart of every vehicle is an engine, and this is the engine that powers the Suzuki Alto. And right before useme haina battery, I am sure ni mimi sijaweka battery, bado iko kwa showroom. So yes, ukinunua nitakuwekea battery iko. Don't worry about that. Vehicles share battery hapa na pale. Yeah, yes. This is a 660cc Suzuki Alto. The engine is actually that size. You can mount it on yourself. Hii unaweza inua utoe nje. It's not a big engine actually. It's nothing bulky, but this one offers sufficient power to power this vehicle because the vehicle is also not big. And yes. Kuna mtu alisema nguvu na uwezo ya kuovertake Land Cruiser ukiwa na hii kitu itatoa wapi? But well, if you have audacity, you can do anything in this country. The Suzuki Alto right now in the current market is doing anything up to 850,000, and by next month gari zitapanda even further, so you might even find it in 950,000. Who knows? The economy by there in a breaks. That notwithstanding, there has never been such a good time to buy a vehicle like right now. This specific unit is going for 680,000. Naweza kupatia na 650,000. That is cash deal, uende nayo. However, if you do decide to take it in a higher purchase, if you come with a deposit of 300,000, 300,000 or more, you can drive away with this car, and the rest you pay in equal installments of up to 12 months, and that is a rather good deal. Kama unataka kufanya Uber nayo, hii gari itajilipia at the end of the day, and it is a good bargain. The small 660cc in this vehicle offers absolutely good fuel economy, up to 24 kilometers per liter. 1 liter, 24 kilometers. That is unheard of, actually. And you can see actually with the body, it's not as bulky. Again, I did talk about the engine, and I'm going to talk about it one more time. The inline 3 660cc in this vehicle offers up to 63 horses. So na hiyo unaweza ukitafuta audacity ya kuovertake Land Cruiser yenyewe unaweza overtake, but I wouldn't advise you to really do that. It is not very good for highway driving. However, for city commutes hapa na pale, it is rather nice. Kama uko na gari kubwa pia, you can also buy it as a shopping basket now for doing city travels, because a big vehicle can be plenty hard to commute around the city. But driving this one, parking it in the city, it is not bad. And it is fairly small, it is nice. Unless ukwe mrefu, you'll be good. For safety, because Suzuki cares about you. For safety, this vehicle has 2 airbags. You have one for the driver and another one for the passenger. Na ukata airbags, mwenye ako huko nyuma pia atapambana na hali yake, but kuna airbags mbili, so you should be safe. I had to finish with this Toyota Hilux, bro, because look at that Toyota Hilux, my guy. One. And it is a KDS stroke D. Absolutely beautiful. Wonderful clearance, but anyway, I have been your man from the mountain, Michael Ongeshi, turning another page of the Car Planet Motor Magazine with you. We have been reviewing this vehicle, the Suzuki Alto. If you want to buy this vehicle, you can reach me through the number on your screen. You can buy it through cash price, umalize yote uende nayo, hire purchase, bank finance, company finance, na ukuja pia tuongee bwana. Hata say some hi. You can also comment on anything hapo chini you would like me to discuss, any issue. I will be glad to look into it. You can follow me on a personal level at Michael_Ndovu on all channels. You can follow the Car Planet at the_Car Planet on Twitter, the_Car Planet on TikTok, and Carpl_Anet on Instagram. Until we meet again next time, wajibambe.